Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick video on the 3D foundation. So what's unique about this product is the coverage all comes from your brush. So let me explain. If you're a first time buyer from Maskcara, I always suggest the 30-second hack brush just because this one gives you a medium coverage and it seems to just do everything you want it to do. This tapered end is the side that puts your highlight on and it just kind of fits perfectly, like right under your eye. It can kind of get in all those places. So just to compare, like next to my eye, but it's tapered, it's quite dense, and it'll give you a nice medium coverage. The other end is for your contour. So that one just fits right in there, and it's a great starter brush. If you want a full coverage, this is the Buffy brush. So you can see how dense this is. This pats your makeup in. So if you want full coverage, or if you have any trouble areas that you want, if you're a little nervous that it won't cover it, I'd go with this brush. I really love this brush. I really love a full coverage, so I'm a huge fan of this brush. I still feel like it doesn't put too much, but this is definitely the heaviest hand brush. And for my light-handed friends who maybe don't wear a lot of makeup, or you just want a little bit on, especially in the summer, the B squared brush will be your best friend. So this is actually a blush bronzer brush, and this one comes in the Bella Bronzer bundle. So this one's really flat and a little bit fluffy. It's still quite dense. I will put it next to the 30-second hack brush just to compare. This will give you a really light coverage. And the other end will be your bronzer, any kind of brush. It's so nice and fluffy. It's really beautiful. These brushes are professional brushes. They're so soft. The way to know if you have a good brush is when you move it around and it's not rough. So you don't, our faces are really sensitive. Any type of coarseness could give you like an irritation, and these brushes are really soft. And another way to tell if you have a good brush is when you go like this and you move it around and you're not losing any hairs. So these brushes do not shed at all. I have not had any shedding issues with them. So today I'm going to do something I don't normally do, and that is going to be a light coverage look. I realize that it's summer, a lot of people don't like to wear a ton of makeup, and I'll just show you how to have a really light hand and how to make it look like you don't have a lot of makeup on. So the order of products is still the same. You can start with your highlight or your contour. I seem to like to start with my highlight, so I just tapped it in there twice. Again, I don't like to swipe. Most people will use way too much product when you get this. I'm gonna say it and I'll say it again. Just tap it in with a really light hand and try to get the coverage that you want. So that tiny tap will give me all this coverage. And I feel like I took it all off the brush. And then you can kind of buff it out once it's applied. So I'm going to use this end for my contour. It's not exactly the right shape, but I'm just going to squeeze it. And make it the right shape for putting on contour. Then you can push it up. Again, I'm going really light for you guys. Just going to use my finger. On the edges of my forehead. around my jawline. Just gonna push it up into my ear. And then I'm gonna move on to my blush. I'm gonna use Frenchie. And this is such a beautiful color. It is a matte color. I just tapped it in, 2 gentle taps. And then I just blend it in and kind of connect it to my contour right there. And this is my illuminator. I'm gonna use the bronzer end, the fluffy side, just to get a light coverage of that illuminator. You can also use your finger, just tap it in. I like to use it as my eyeshadow on a day where I don't really want to do an eye look. I'm not really gonna make this about my eyes, but this is the eyeshadow everyday brush. It has a fluffy end and a short little tapered end. And I'm just gonna put it into my contour. I'm just gonna throw that in my crease. And just line under my eyes. Just gonna clean up under my eyebrows, my B squared, and then just clean up under here. So you can see that I don't have a lot of makeup on. I didn't use a brightening shade under my eyes and I didn't go very heavy there. So I just did a really, really light coverage with my B squared brush. The last thing that you should do if you want an even lighter coverage, or if you want to get rid of any excess makeup, you want to use a perfector. So this is Maskcara's version of a beauty blender. It is the softest sponge that I have found on the market. Honest to God, I love this thing. A beauty blender is $20 at Sephora. This one is $13. I love the light color. This one comes in pale pink. I love this because when you clean it, you can tell when you get it really clean because it becomes pale pink again and instead of like brown. So you run this under water. It grows in size, and I squeeze it. I squeeze it until no more water comes out of it. So I squeeze it once, I squeeze it again, and then I squeeze it again. And at that point, no water should be coming out. And now it's ready to go on your face. So you don't want to swipe, you just want to bounce it. So you push and pull off. And this will get rid of any excess product that is set on your skin. You just bounce it. That is the technique I could best describe it as, is you just kind of bounce it. You bounce it all around your face. It'll push the product in and take it off the surface. And it kind of just gives you that airbrushed look. So you definitely don't want to be moving the product around your face. You're just bouncing it. Sometimes I forget to do this step, but I feel that it's almost like your mascara. It's just that finishing touch that makes it look that much better. So I hope you enjoyed my probably the easiest low maintenance look that I'll ever do. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions on the brushes or if you want to color match. I'd be happy to help you out.